Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day. I remember moments throughout my life in which I just ran around in frenzy and trying to accomplish the next goal, the next accomplishment, trying to work towards success. And ultimately what I was after was certain emotions that I tried to work towards too, and which hopefully allowed me to experience emotions and moments that I wasn't experiencing in that particular moment. And I tried to fill something within that wasn't yet quite filled. And what happens often in our lives, and you can relate to, you're hassling after the next shiny object, trying to fill something within you that is not yet quite filled also. We do that, again, to experience certain emotions, to experience certain feelings, because we ultimately, if we really break it down, we work towards the idea of freedom, of fulfillment, of happiness, of joy, of bliss, of peace, of love, whatever it is. And we get tired, we get exhausted. And if you're somebody that experienced that and that still does not feel fulfilled, that message is for you. And if you have accomplished everything in your life and you still are not there to have found what you're truly after, this message is for you as well. And the message I want to share with you is a message that I experienced in my own life, again by hassling after the next shiny object, and it became successful in my own terms because of those actions I took. But what happened to me was I dissociated more and more from my life, from who I was or who I am. Sitting on my laptop, attending meetings, making money, and all those good things. But if we do not offset that by truly knowing what balance is in life, what happens is we run out of steam and we crash, we get sick, we get exhausted, right? And what is an equilibrium? What is a well-balanced life truly like? Well, I propose that a well-balanced life is truly about having the awareness of where you are at on the axle of doing, of this vertical axle of being, and this horizontal axle of doing. So if you imagine right now an axle, horizontal and a vertical axle. And the horizontal axle is the axle of the stage of doing things in life, moving that physical appearance around the world by going to toilet, by going to work, by attending meetings. It doesn't matter what it is, but just being busy, by getting the heart rate up if you wish. This is as simple as it gets when I say doing. We all know what that is. And yes, it is required to change things, to create different choices, to create what you want in your life, hands down. You cannot sit up on mountaintops and meditate and manifest that into your life, and you know that. Okay. The state of being, this vertical axle, is a state of the spiritual realm. We are truly connecting to our authentic self. And you may be somebody in your life that has the natural tendency to go more within than to go more without. You may be somebody that has more the tendency to go more out of your body by interacting with people, by being busy, by doing busy, right? And by therefore getting joy out of that. But if it becomes exhausting, we need to stop and actually look what's happening here. And what often happens that we actually went either too far on the doing axle or too far upwards on the being axle. So we may meditate it for a prolonged period of time, and we suddenly lose touch of the physical realm of our body, for example, of the need to, of the need to interact with other human beings. We are meant to do that. We live in that physical appearance, to smell, to hear, to touch, to see, okay, and all those beautiful things we experience through our body. We're meant to do that. We're not meant to sit up on mountaintops to meditate. This is my way, or my perspective up on it. And yet we're not meant either to work the corporate ladder and hassling after goals, KPIs, accomplishments, to feel successful one day, to fill something within which is yet not quite yet filled. A good one, isn't it? All right. And what I propose is to find that equilibrium, that balance. That balance is the midpoint, right? The midpoint is where both come together, where we attune into ourselves and ask ourselves, okay, where are we at on that axle, on that graph, if you wish? Have we been someone that is right now? Have we been someone in the past, during the past weeks, months, years, somebody that is really engaging merrily in that horizontal axle? And for that matter, we recognize it, and we recognize the need to really stop and to just again connect with ourselves, connect with other people in a way that is conducive to experiencing again that present moment awareness. Or have we been someone that is hiding away, that is really just engaging within ourselves, wanting to go within, and therefore neglecting the outside world, so therefore not having the finances we are after, for example? And what I would love to do is to just open the space for you to recognize that, and to recognize that balance, a true balance, is the midpoint between the state of doing and the state of being. And that is something innately that you know. You know when it's time to go into holidays. You know when it's time to just breathe. You know when it's time to go into a forest or into a beautiful scenery to just be with yourself. And that is when you recognize that you have been doing too much. You truly know when it's time to just engage back into life. You know when it's time to do a phone call. You know when it's time to work towards things that you truly deserve in your life and want. By the way, that working or walking towards what you truly want permits the physical appearance to walk through life, to do something, which does not mean that you can't be still and you can't actually be in that state of being that you truly only experience when you are bubbled up and meditate. You can do that simultaneously by being again aware about. And that is the integration, what I'm so often speak about, that I experience on an everyday life nowadays. Success to me nowadays is if I look upon a person that runs around in frenzy, the physical appearance is majorly busy. These people do all sorts of things, being there for other people, being there for themselves, working a job, writing books, speaking on stages, running a company, being a mother, being a child, right? But their mind in that moment of doing, of washing the dishes, of going to work, of being with kids, is utterly still. That mind can be utterly still in the moments of recognizing our body majorly busy. And this is when I recognize true success nowadays. My friends, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my little talk, and looking forward to sharing many, many more wonderful moments with you.